which led me to the study of the spiritual forces with which all of us are blessed. And it was in this field that I came upon a clue. I want to describe my discovery in the simplest terms possible, because it will reveal to you why it is true that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve.
Hello, I am coming on to do a reading for the collective. It is just going to be a general energy check-in, so it may or may not resonate with you. Just take what resonates and leave what does not. Don't make something fit your situation if it doesn't fit or does not make sense for you. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle, and then I'll pull the energy around the reading and pull the reading. Okay, Spirit, what is the energy around this reading? Okay. Okay, so, hold on. So you could have been planning to move, or you could have been planning to like change something around your sense of security in some way. There was something I feel like you were planning on doing where you needed to have like things going in your favor as far as like whatever you were doing. It took it was something like it was a big change. Like it was one of the like I think there's like 3 or 4 big life events that like happens in somebody's life. I think moving and getting married and having kids, and maybe there's one other one, but it was like maybe it was one of those. Maybe it was one of those things was happening, or something along those lines, where it was like a big change is happening. And so it's like you had to be really resilient about like making sure things were going in order, or going like how they were supposed to go. So there could have been things that were happening that you had not planned for, and you just had to like shift with whatever conflict came up. And this may have made you feel like unstable, or like shaking you in your sense of stability. Overall, I feel like you ended up with like the foundation or the security that you wanted to have the outcome with, because of some sort of resilience or like effort that you put into making sure that things were going in your favor as you went through this process. Okay, so I feel like that's the energy around the reading. Okay. So there, excuse me, my voice gets so, we have like really cold air, and my voice gets really, I'm not sick, it just gets really like dry in the winter. So you might be more focused on doing things on your own, even though you don't necessarily have to be on your own. As far as pulling in maybe like the finances or the security around if like what you do, like your home, or being like in charge of making like sure like the finances are taken care of or things are paid for, getting things off the ground. I feel like you have the responsibility around that. So I feel like you are planting new ideas, or there's things that you're trying to get off the ground, or have like a start in, or there's something that you had an idea around, that you had like manifested this idea and maybe like put it in the beginning stages of planning, and whatever that is, you ended up having it go in your way. Like it turned out to like flow almost effortlessly. So with the Ace of Pentacles falling into the Wheel of Fortune, it's like just this Ace of Pentacles falling into the wheel. And it's like it's just this flow. This just happened naturally. It was like very effortless that this fell into place. Because of some sort of fulfillment that you have, or that was brought forward for you. Because it could have been like healing that you had done. Or like some sort of nurturing that you had poured into, maybe like you feed into others a lot, or there's something that you pour into others on a daily basis. Maybe you are healing in some way on any level that may resonate. And so there is the suggested energy that there is this fulfillment that is going to naturally flow into your life because of this empathy that you give out in a space that may not allow for a lot of fulfillment. There could be a lot of like sternness, or there could be a lot of harshness happening in the world through like a transition that's going on. And so there could be some love, or some unconditional love that you have going in your favor as far as what you bring forward. You could offer this to like youth or young adults or children, or even like older people, or like elderly people. Maybe you're like a caregiver. It doesn't have to be that. It can be really any form. Maybe you even just pour this into yourself, but there's something where there's a transition happening, or bringing you out of conflict. Something bringing you out of conflict that is going to bring you into, a new start. And this is going to happen like, if this hasn't happened already, it's in the stages of like, this is the energy that's being suggested. So as it continues to work through the weeks and the days, there's going to be more options brought in around this energy. So this is a transition period. This is a transition time. So it's flowing through. It's like the energy that's flowing through. I it could be like weeks, this next few weeks, or like happen over the next few weeks, or even over the next week. You may notice a lot more coming in for you, or a lot more options coming in for you, or a lot more of what you felt like you couldn't obtain, or things that you couldn't reach for, or things that you felt like were not available to you. You ended up having a reciprocity with, or you ended up having this equal give and take with, and it is going to bring in a lot of clarity around your own sense of awareness around yourself, and the like your intuitive abilities, your own, like I said, your own awareness, but also like you're going to be really in tune to like I feel like you could be becoming really in tune to your inner child, which is like a younger side of you that gives you wise advice, and it has like a higher perspective. It has a higher perspective, but it's also like a very it's also a very innocent side of you with a higher state of awareness. So you could be tuning into that, which may bring you into listening to your intuition and your guidance and like your inner voice, and bringing you into clarity around these options where you may have this equal give and take. There's a lot of clarity coming in around something around options that you may have to pause and reflect on what you want to go towards and what you want to let go of. Some may even be like illusions, like they might not be good. They may not be good decisions to like try to invest in or go towards at all. Again, I feel like it's going to be important to listen to your intuition when making these decisions, because there is something that's going to be really fulfilling that will bring you out of conflict and bring you into a lot of, it's going to bring like ignite some sort of passion within you, even if it's just like a short period, a short project, a short period of time that allows you to have something come in that is going to be fulfilling. If it's like a check that you need, if it's like some sort of material gain, if it's something in the physical that brings in some sort of practicality, even if it's just for a short period of time, there is this energy suggesting that could be brought in if that's something that's needed. If you just look for the opportunities that are available around you, there is clarity that's going to be brought in around that. You have to listen to your intuition around what you're being guided to do. There's perspectives you may not be looking at, or that you need to stop and take a different like viewpoint to gain some more clarity as to like which direction to go to gain what you need to be able to like obtain whatever it is you're trying to get, as far as maybe some sort of equal give and take. Okay, so that's just like the overall energy. I mean, the energy for this reading. Really, I feel like that's basically it. So let's get an advice card. Let's get a self-love. How you can feed into yourself right now. It says to read, and then deep breathing. So bringing in balance and awareness through balance through reading, and awareness through deep breathing, are going to help you right now. If those are things that you like to do. Okay.